What's going on, guys? Pete here. In today's video, we're going to cover Amazon product reviews. So it's a question I get a lot, and I'm going to address every single issue there is in regards to Amazon reviews in this video. So why don't we go ahead and get into the content. So first I'm going to tell you if reviews actually matter for ranking your product on Amazon. Then I'm going to tell you what reviews really are, what they mean and what they signify. We're getting into how many reviews you need for success. And then I'm going to tell you the best ways to get verified reviews. And we're going to actually get into the conclusion of the matter and wrap the whole thing up. So what do you say we get into it right now? Alright, so what exactly are reviews in my opinion? How do I view reviews? And in the simplest form, reviews are the buyer's opinions. They're the passion. They can signify the passion behind a certain product. There are certain products that garner many more reviews than other products just simply because the audience is much more passionate, such as dog owners, maybe travelers, things like that, or the audience is just much more passionate, as opposed to if you're selling like a stapler or a paperclip, right? People aren't going to be really inclined to leave a review and be like, wow, what an amazing paperclip. Really kept my papers together. But it can really signify also how competitive a certain niche is, aka, the barrier to entry. If every single product in the niche that you're looking at to source your product is, has like over 1,000 reviews, chances are that it's a very high in demand product or niche, and it's going to be very costly and expensive for you to get into that niche for yourself. But not all the time, and that leads me into my next point. Next point is reviews are also misleading in terms of evaluating demand because, for example, the perfect example is the fidget spinner. If you were to look at fidget spinners on Amazon, in fact, we will be doing that, a lot of them have a lot of reviews, but they were all achieved, a year ago or so. Now they virtually get no reviews because they're not as passionate anymore. People don't have that passion behind that product anymore. So reviews can come in waves, in trends and cycles, and the more important metric to look at is the review velocity. And that basically is how many reviews are these products getting now, like in the last 30 days, how many reviews are these products getting today? It's also true that reviews, in my opinion, are the most important during the launch phase of your product, and really establishing that baseline of reviews, 10 to 15 to 20. If you can get even more than that, the better, but I suggest at least 10 or 15 good 5-star verified reviews right at the start. And this is going to do wonders for your CR, which is your conversion rate, and not only organically, but for any sort of ads that you run, whether they be Amazon ads, Facebook ads, Google ads, whatever ads that you choose to run, it will convert better if you have a solid base of reviews, which will then rank your product better. So it's very true that it's harder to get verified reviews now. It's harder to get reviews in general, but it's also harder to get verified reviews because the number one most important thing is the person must buy your product at full price in order to have that verified purchase badge on the review. And as I already stated, the more important metric to look at for demand is the velocity of the reviews, which I'm going to show you exactly how to determine using a Chrome extension. So let's get into this a little bit deeper. So let's check out the Jade Roller and do a little bit of a deep dive into what I mean when I talk about the review velocity of a product. So I typed in Jade Roller here, which is the main keyword for this product. It actually gets a crazy amount of search volume, and I'm just going to go to my Helium 10 X-Ray Chrome extension, and we're going to see what it spits back. So the metric that you want to be looking at here when it's loading up this data is the review velocity, and you're going to have to scroll right a bit. Even more important than the review count, like I said, is the review velocity, and you're just going to have to give this a second while it loads. There's a lot of data to be had. So here we are right here with the review velocity, and I'm just going to go ahead and sort this in descending order. And what this does, what this metric can tell us is that good demand for a lot of these products, right? This right here is the change in the review count over the last 30 days, and the green is how many they're gaining, right? The review velocity, 138, 98, 40, 23. So here we have a prime example of a product where the review velocity is pretty consistent throughout, and it has a lot of depth, right? And the list goes on and on. So products are generating reviews or difference in reviews, pretty consistently. So this is an example of sort of a, what I would say maybe an evergreen type product where the demand is remaining there. The demand is there. It's not really going anywhere. And we can kind of double check this by going to Google Trends, and we type in Jade Roller, and this is the United States the past 12 months, and we can see that it is pretty steady. Obviously, it peaked here in December, which is very normal for a product. Let's contrast this with the fidget spinner, as I mentioned before. So super popular product back in the day. Well, back in the day, like pretty recently, still is popular, but not like it used to be. And let's go ahead and click the X-ray here and check out the review velocity for this product. All right, so as you can see, the review velocity for the fidget spinner is far less, meaning that the passion behind this product is certainly not what it used to be, and that's how I look at it, at least. And it's sort of dying off. Right? That's kind of what that means to me. And that's why I like looking at that metric, because to me that means more. That means much more in terms of signifying demand as it stands today than does the overall review count of a given product. So I hope that can make sense with you guys, and we're going to continue on with this presentation. All right, so another great question is, how many reviews do I need for success, right? So how many do I need to really get things going? And the answer is, it varies, but I do have kind of a golden rule. And it varies based on the competitiveness of your niche, obviously, and you have to evaluate the competitors, see how many reviews they have, see how many reviews of the people you're going to be swimming with side by side. You want to look at their velocity as well, as I just showed you. The most important thing is in the first 15 to 30 days of your launch, of your product just being live on Amazon, right? No matter the competitiveness of the niche, you want to strive for at least 10 to 15 5-star verified purchases. And you need that solid base. You need that solid base of 5 stars to really just make sure that product is able to sustain and gain rank right off the bat. Because if you don't have that, you're going to have a really, really, really hard time of sustaining rank, even if you're able to achieve the rank. You need that baseline of 10 to 15 in order to make your sponsored ads work. That's a big reason why people always say, like, why are my sponsored ads not working? A lot of times the answer is they barely have any reviews, or they're poor reviews. Again, reviews matter tremendously for conversion rate. And if you're sending a bunch of traffic to a product that has either no reviews or bad reviews, well, you're not going to convert many sales on those ads. That's why that's extremely important. And it's kind of a weird thing with reviews and with social proof in general, from my experience, right? So if you notice, like, if a certain ad on Facebook or a certain product on Amazon has a ton of great reviews and a ton of great comments and feedback, whatever it may be, a new customer, a new person that is looking at it for the first time is more inclined to join in kind of and be part of that group and leave more positive feedback, more positive comments. But let's say it's all negative. The person is inherently in their mind going to be like, oh, this product must be bad. Therefore, I'm going to also join in and find, I'm going to find something bad about this product. I'm just going to like nitpick it, find something bad. I'm going to join in and also leave a negative review. So it really does kind of have a snowball effect like that. It's sometimes even a smart idea. If you launch a brand new product and you are like getting horrible reviews right off the bat, it can sometimes be a smart idea to literally just pull the product off of Amazon, relaunch it, make sure you get those solid base of 5-star reviews, because it really is that important, in my opinion, to really getting your product off on the right foot. Let's see here. You want to separate yourself, right? You want to get only verified reviews, guys. And the only way to do that is with full price sales, which I highlight and tell you how to do in several of my videos. And the best type of reviews you can get are the image and or video reviews, best for your conversion rate. So conversion rate is king on Amazon. Video reviews are amazing. Image reviews are good, not as good as video. That's my opinion on how many reviews that you need for your product and what you should shoot for. Now we're going to get into the best ways to actually get these reviews. All right, guys, so these are without a doubt the best ways to get reviews for your product. And during the launch phase, you want to kindly ask your buyers that took part in your promo to leave some feedback, leave a review. Now, this is not against the Amazon terms of service, because you're not offering them a free product in exchange, right? That's the key phrase, for a review. There's absolutely nothing against Amazon terms of service for asking kindly for a review, because it's not an exchange. But you also want to make sure that the buyer knows that it's optional, not required, totally up to them. And there's also no shame in asking a couple friends. I mean, don't come to me and say, is that against rules? Probably is, yeah, but hey, we're entrepreneurs, we're business owners. Sometimes we got to improvise, do what we got to do to make things work, right? The best way, in my opinion, to get good verified reviews coming in on autopilot is through a great post-purchase email sequence. And my favorite tool to do this is Managed by Stats. It's more in particular the seller mail tool within Managed by Stats. And this really is the best way to keep reviews coming in on autopilot with no extra work on your part. Again, there's no secrets or hidden tactics or tricks here, guys. It's just good, solid fundamentals that win in the long run all the time. And if you want my actual post-purchase email sequence that gets me tons of reviews and more importantly, heads off negative reviews, which is more important, we're going to get into that in a second. My exact templates are actually inside of my free course, which is in the description, and you can check that out. And I also highly recommend using Managed by Stats by Seller Mail. Seller Mail by Managed by Stats. The best practices, guys, for getting these reviews, like I said, you always want to communicate to the buyer that it's optional. There's no obligation. Only do this if you want, and because you want to stay within those TOS as best as you possibly can. You want to build a list of your own customers, okay? Your ultimate goal for your Amazon business should be to build your own list of customers off of the Amazon platform. That's why whenever you run your launch promotions or your giveaways, whatever you want to call it, you want to be driving your own traffic using Facebook or another method, and you want to be gathering email addresses or messenger subscriptions, because you can then tap into these customers at any point in time. You release product number 2, number 3, you now have a great base of customers where eventually you can get to the point where you don't even really need to run ads anymore for your launches. And not only that, if you offer great customer service, if you offer great products, these customers will like you, meaning that they will leave you reviews without you even having to ask, okay? That really is what wins in the long run, guys. Like I said, there's no tricks. It's fundamentals of business 101, and you just have to execute it, okay? Lastly, our package insert. So this is a great workaround to getting reviews, is including a nice little, maybe it's a thank you note, maybe it's just a little card inside of your box or package of your product. And, you kindly ask a customer for a review, feedback, another great workaround to basically asking for a review without leaving any footprint on the Amazon platform, right? So back to the initial question that started this video is, do reviews actually matter for ranking? And this is all my opinion, guys. Keep this in mind. I never make any guarantees or say this is exactly how it is. Like, this is all my opinion just based on all of my experience, okay? And from my experience, reviews have zero direct influence on ranking, okay? And I can show you that in a second. Example, a product with 4 reviews can very easily be ranked ahead of a product with 1,000. There's evidence like this all across the Amazon platform. I don't even need to show you guys. You guys know that if you just type in any random search phrase, you will see scenarios where that is happening. But here's the thing, they do matter tremendously for your product's conversion rate, which is one of the pillars for the Amazon ranking algorithm. And the better conversion rate you have in comparison with your competition, the higher you will rank over them over time. So yes, reviews are extremely important, but they do not have direct impact on ranking from my experience. For example, if you have 1,001 reviews, you will not be ranked ahead of the guy with 1,000 reviews. That's not how it works. If you can manage to have a perfect 5-star rating of 4.8, you need 4.8 to 5.0 to have the full 5 stars filled in on your product. Your CTR is going to increase tremendously. Your conversion rate is going to increase tremendously. You will not be able to sustain that perfect 5 stars 9 times out of 10 because that's just normal. That's the nature of this business. But if you can do that for the first 30 to 60 days when you're just getting your product off the ground and lifting it and getting it, kind of shooting it into the Amazon orbit, so to speak, I cannot stress to you how much better your product is going to perform if you're able to pull that off, and how much it's going to set you up for success and the sustainability and really creating that cementing effect in terms of cementing that product in the rankings. So I really can't stress that enough, guys. Try to get some great reviews right off the bat. Build the baseline. You're going to get negative reviews. That's part of the business. Don't freak out about it. But the best way to head off those negative reviews, like I said, great customer service, great post-purchase email sequence, and do something that provides a memorable shopping experience, such as a package insert, a personally written thank you note. Many things you can do like that. Guys, I hope this video was extremely valuable. Again, if you want my exact post-purchase email templates that basically, I never really experience 1-star reviews anymore. Obviously, on occasion I do, but very infrequently. You can get those post-purchase email templates. They're all inside of my course. I give them to you for free. If you guys are interested in actually getting this seller mail tool that I use, I will leave an affiliate link in my description. So full disclosure, I will get a little bit of commission if you decide to sign up, but it is what I use. It's my favorite, And I highly suggest it if you're really serious about this business and you're actually, of course, you're making sales, right? If you're not actually listed on Amazon yet, you don't have a product live, then it wouldn't make sense because there are no post-purchase emails to be sent out. So you guys make that decision for yourself. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video.